down, and that's not manageable. They'll need 3 or 4 yards here to move the chains. The officials talking about it.
Did a great job of breaking a lot of tackles. I wouldn't see.
A former Edna Karr player, now in his 10th season. He's 106-17 all time. Double-digit wins every year, but in 22.
A lot of space to that trip side. Let's say our defense. Let's see the Edna Karr. That time Karr tried to take advantage. That time Karr tried to take advantage to the trips they had at the far side of the field. Try to go their way. St. Aug did a good job of covering up at the far side of the field. Try to go their way. St. Aug did a good job of covering up. But if I'm St. Aug, their defenders, they're giving these receivers too much space. The DBs, I think they need to close that gap. High point. Big play, big throw, big catch from that gap. High point. Big play, big throw, big catch from a big-time receiver.
57 yards on the hookup. 57 yards on the hookup. Took his eyes off of it. That intended for Floyd Jones. Here's Johnson looking to the right side of the field. Throws over the top of the defense. And that one is snagged and intercepted. Frederick Lewis snuffs out a scoring drive for Karr. Lucis versus Natchitoches Central. Edna Karr was supposed to play state champion Opelousas in week 2, but Edna Karr was supposed to play state champion Opelousas in week 2, but Hurricane Francine had other ideas. She was expected to run through Lafayette. That game had other ideas. She was expected to run through Lafayette. That game ended up being canceled. Holding on to this one is Noble. He'll be brought down. Holding on to this one is Noble. He'll be brought down on the right side.
St. Aug offensively trying to get something going with Noble. Trying to get a spark. They haven't had a spark since the first quarter. So
picks up the block. Coulon down the field. Overthrows the intended target, Raekwon Williams. We'll see what the official has to say as Karr is ready to take back over on offense.
If he can rectify that on his next play.
Right now, St. Aug's defense needs to find an answer for Karr. They're working with 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers in the box. Karr, they're working with 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers in the box. Cougars have done a good job of spreading them out. Brian Sanchez with her right now.
It is. So gotta find out if this is another blocking back by the Edna
right now.
It is. So gotta find out if this is another blocking back by the Edna Karr offense. Looking like it's coming back. Karr offense looking like it's coming back.
So again,
a lot of physicality, determination. A lot of physicality, determination. Picking up positive yards and right now the ultra lineman from Edna Karr is having their way.
Third down and one. Third down and 1 for the Cougars. It's a keeper for the Cougars. Here's Mitchell, and he'll be brought down.
For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with For over 100 years, our families have gathered together to share with each other our challenges and hopes, to take this light with a brighter future for the next generation. The seeds we plant.
Line coach at Grambling. His Purple Knights trailing by 2 touchdowns here. Still plenty of time left in our game of the week. Taking over inside their own 5 in the backfield with Coulon. Time to throw. He loads up and goes down the field. It's in the end zone. He'll throw it out of the back of the end zone and saves what could have potentially been a safety or a touchdown. Up play by the junior. That was the ball. Coming out of that scrum is Sire Gilmore. Officials talking about it. There is a flag on the play. St. Aug trying to move up in the district standings and hang the first defeat of the year on the Cougars.
This is by far the toughest district in the state of Louisiana in the Catholic League.
Johnson sidesteps some pressure, goes over the 40 out of.
After this game, way too many penalties. This is unlike an Edna team. After this game, way too many penalties. This is unlike an Edna team to pick up these many penalties.
I believe that's on Marlon Jones. Marlon Jones, 51.
Yeah. The right guard.
Good catch by our.
Just pulled him down.
Case 51.
Yeah. The right guard.
Good catch by our
just pulled him down.
Camera crew. No penalties on Karr through the first 2 quarters.
This Karr offense looks like looks like he was definitely throwing that ball forward, Garrett. Looks like he was definitely throwing that ball forward, Garrett. That's not a fumble. He was definitely throwing that ball forward, Garrett. That's not a fumble. Garrett. That's not a fumble.
Jaron Marshall Jr. It did not go laterally or behind the quarterback on the attempted pass. Coach Johnson has placed the ball on the 29-yard line. Placed the ball on the 29-yard line. Hunter will punt it away. Hunter will punt it away. St. Aug with just a minute. St. Aug with just a minute six remaining in the third quarter. Trying to generate offense here, trailing 2 touchdowns. Remaining in the third quarter. Trying to generate offense here, trailing 2 touchdowns. St. Aug trailing 21-7, but they are threatening on offense. Don't go anywhere. The fourth quarter of our game of the week on tap when we come back.
Do it. Oh no, they missed it. Wait a minute.
Quarter on a keeper. And 4th down. Here to start the fourth quarter for St. Aug. Another punt coming by Miguel Whitley.
I'm not from Robert Valdez. You're down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. Garrett, at some point you got to go for it. You got to take a risk. I know I talked about it earlier.
2nd to none. Karr back out on offense, leading by 2 scores. Plenty of time here. Big man immediately draws contact.
Right there, good. Johnson found it. Teron Francis. Great little comeback route, gets upfield, makes the defender miss.
It's 3rd.
Having a big night. He's taking some blows tonight in the middle linebacker position, but he's hanging in there and playing tough football.
That'll move the ball up to the 29.
Get this ball.
Now 2nd and goal inside the 1. Can the offensive and goal inside the 1? Can the offensive line for Karr power forward here? Line for Karr power forward here and make room for Sanchez. Hey, be sure to download the LHSAA Live mobile app to stay up to date with scores, schedules, news, and more. The LHSAA Live mobile app is your trusted source for all things LA. Caston just didn't have a lane to break through. A long kickoff return there could have given some hope to the St. Aug sideline. Field position tonight has been a struggle for. Nowhere to run in the backfield. Huge stop there by Dwayne Wilson, the senior linebacker. Good pressure tonight on the defensive line for Karr with Richard Anderson, Corey Adams, Lyric Hawkins. They're coming after Coulon here and they get home. Lyric Hawkins. They're coming after Coulon here and they get home. Tackle for long. The pitch. Busy looking backfield here. Is in its second season and airs live on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. on the LHSAA Network Live channel. High School Spotlight features all the top stories in high school athletics from around the state in every sport.
He's extremely patient, and what makes a great running back, you don't take your time in the backfield. Once you see the hole, you hit it, and that's what Brian Sanchez has done all night.
Well, for the first time ever, here's Johnson, a keeper. He's into the 10. Here's Johnson, a keeper. He's into the 10, stretches to the 5, and stays inbounds for the first down.
Good job by Johnson that time in the RPO. Counter play, pulls it, and gets to the edge and picks up positive yards.
That's a great job by our end zone cameraman not to bite on.
Picks up positive yards.
That's a great job by our end zone cameraman not to bite on the fake, because I sure would have. Johnson in his, because I sure would have. Johnson in his, this one right down Broadway. And Karr up now 34-7 on the third touchdown run of the night by Sanchez.
Again, got two lead blocks in front of him, follows him, stiffs on, breaks a tackle, uses speed, gets to the end zone.
A 4-yard touchdown run. And that was the 8th wonder of the world. Taking off on the run is Caston. Caston tackled hard from behind at the 25-yard line. And St. Aug's going to have to go 75 yards to get on the board.
Same thing for St. Aug. Even though you're down in this game, has a whole new offensive line in the game and getting some younger guys some pivotal reps.
Coulon, hands
reps.
Coulon, hands off to Lewis. Your screen, off to Lewis. Your screen. Coulon has time to throw. This is Coulon has time to throw. This is caught by the tight end. Caught by the tight end. Huge pickup there. A fourth quarter score with less than 4 minutes remaining and more. The senior reels it in.
Right, that time Johnson sees more on a fade route. Defender doesn't get his head around. Outstanding concentration.
Wow.
For more. Great catch.
So a touchdown in the first quarter, now a touchdown in the fourth quarter by St. Aug. It's going to end up being a little too late, but something for the fans here at the ballpark to cheer about. Bashan Coulon, the junior tonight, 10 completions, 22 attempts. He's thrown for 232 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Wins as of late. I believe JT Curtis is the only active coach from the 1960s who is still coaching in Louisiana. His first year at Curtis was 69.
That's crazy.
When we first landed on the moon. Tackle in the backfield. Clock continues. 3 touchdowns tonight and over 100 yards rushing. 3 touchdowns tonight and over 100 yards rushing. Tackle in the backfield. Tackle in the backfield. Jamon Macklin, a sophomore back. Jamon Macklin, a sophomore back. Second. Here's a hard run. Second. Here's a hard run by McGee, a sophomore back. McGee getting some late carries. Less than a minute remaining. Less than a minute remaining. Stays inbounds and the stays inbounds and the clock runs. Clock runs. Seconds will tick off the clock of our game of the week. Seconds will tick off the clock of our game of the week. And And Edna Karr is the only undefeated team remaining in the Catholic League.
Often, sports injuries are treated with opioids, leading to addiction among our youth. And drug addictions can cause overdoses and deaths. If you're injured, addictions can cause overdoses and deaths. If you're injured, ask your doctor for medicines and therapy.
To lose.
So it's going to come down to this.
Going to, well, interception that time from St. Aug, but they did a great job. Sanchez was outstanding all night long running the football. Very explosive, very elusive. Outstanding looking prospect from that running back position.
Sanchez was able to do it on 3rd and short, 3rd and long. And then Josh Johnson was a pretty good runner as well. Picked up some late yards. These guys really did a great job of moving the ball offensively through the air. Very balanced attack tonight. Bryant Sanchez, 3 rushing touchdowns.
They have so much talent offensively. And then St. Aug, even at the end of the game, picking up positive yards offensively and getting in the end zone. And don't think this doesn't matter. Even though they didn't win this football game, outstanding catch by the senior receiver gets a lot of